Okay, so 3.8 just has rules for 3 more things. So you already know that the derivative of e to the x is e to the x. And because we are now using chain rule all the time, I'm going to start to write these rules a little bit different. So I'm going to say if y is e to the u, then y prime is e to the u times u prime. So, that just means, which you already know this, if you have e to the 7x, then y prime is e to the u, which is 7x, times u prime, which is 7. Okay? So now we're going to add to that y equals the ln of x. So the derivative of the natural log of x is 1 over x. So the chain rule is ln of some function, or if y is the ln of some function, then y prime is 1 over the thing times the derivative of the thing. So that's going to simplify to u prime over u. So an example would be, let's say you have y equals ln of 8x cubed plus 2x. I always say it's 1 over the thing times the derivative of the thing. So it's 1 over 8x cubed plus 2x times 24x squared plus 2. So we could write that as 24x squared plus 2 over 8x cubed plus 2x. And then all of that will reduce by 2, so we could make that 12x squared plus 1 over 4x cubed plus x. Okay? Then the other 2 rules are very similar to that. So it's just a exponential function when the base is an e. So let's say you have 7 to the x. Then the derivative is still 7 to the x times the derivative of the exponent, which is still 1, and then times ln of 7. So the formula is if you have a, some constant, to the x power, then the derivative, and actually I should say u, if it's just to the x power, then it's a to the x times the ln of a. So if it's chain rule, then it would be a to the u power, so the derivative would be a to the power of u times u prime times the ln of a. So an example of what that would look like is, let's say you have 11 to the 4x. So then y prime would be 11 to the 4x times the derivative of the top, and then times ln of 11. So you just take it times the log of the base. Okay? Then the logarithm is very similar. So if you have log base 4 of x, then its derivative is 1 over x, and then there's an ln 4 on the bottom. So the formula is if you have log base a of x, then the derivative is 1 over x times the ln of a, and that's all on the bottom. So chain rule is log base a of u is 1 over u times u prime, and then you also put an ln a on the bottom. So that would simplify to u prime over u times the ln of a. So an example of that would be, let's say you have log base 5 of 6x minus 4. So just like ln x was 1 over the thing times the derivative of the thing, this is 1 over the thing times the derivative of the thing, and then you put an ln 5 on the bottom. And then the 6, 6, and 4 can be reduced by 2, so I'm going to make that 3 over 3x minus 2 in parentheses, and then an ln 5 on the bottom also. So pretty straightforward, just more rules, and we will continue to put them with product rule, quotient rule, chain rule, and all the things. Enjoy!